It'll
All
come.
right. Welcome back. Episode 22. Schmitty, mom, hello. Does your mom
What's
tune
up,
into
y'all?
this?
Time to time, I believe.
Time to time. She's not a repeat listener.
I think I don't know. She like struggles with finding it. I think, but I don't know.
Well, we're on not all platforms. We're on YouTube and we're on Spotify. Are we back on Spotify?
Spotify account is still broken.
It's still
but
broken? We are
we're working on
YouTube exclusively. Honestly, it's more
Pretty
fun to
much.
watch on YouTube. It's a decent
that.
listen.
You get an audio and a visual.
Yeah,
Dinner and
yeah.
a show.
And you get us in brought to you in 720p.
Brought to you
Pretty
in
good.
720p. I have like an angel light right now too.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Bet you guys can never guess how I did that.
Back it up a little bit. There we go. There we go.
It's called breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. So what's today? Today's November 20th.
Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. Bears won again. Literally in the same fashion that they've won 5 out of their last 6 games. Yet another walk-off field goal. Yet another game where like they played well and then choked the lead at the end and then had to come back and win. And they pulled it off, and it was awesome. But I'm not gonna lie. I want us to just start winning normally. I love it.
Mind it.
I love that we're winning. I would like my ask now is that this week we get a comfortable win. And I think
no kicks in the nuts.
I think we're gonna get it. I think I'm like, out of all the games left remaining on the schedule, I'm the most confident about this upcoming game against the Steelers.
But like, does that say more about the Steelers or the rest of our schedule?
Both. I don't know.
The rest of our schedule is pretty fucking tough. Other than that.
I'll go into why
if Rodgers plays, bro,
Steelers game. I'm still, no matter what, I'm still so confident. We'll get into it. But we got a few things to talk about first. Yeah, so we'll start with obviously this Bears Vikings game. Final score was 19-17. The Bears led.
Scoregami, actually.
It was not. It's the scores happened like 70
that
times.
That scores happened probably a couple times.
Yeah. Bears led 16-3 for a good margin of the game, and then the Vikings led 2 scoring drives late, took the lead with just around 50 seconds left, and then Devin Duvernay and the special teams unit. I mean, it was a good play, but like anybody could have done it. Anybody could have done it.
You don't think that was the best? What about this? Was it at least the best Bears kick return of all time by someone named Devin?
No, not even close. Do you know the clip I'm referencing?
No. Did someone say that?
So the Vikings special teams coordinator in an interview was like, "Man, you could have gone out there. You it was like pointing at report. Your son, your kid, anybody could have made that play."
He's like not that.
It was
wrong,
kind of fucking
honestly.
Ridiculous. No, I mean, not anybody could have made that play, but like it was a big team blunder. We could start there and we'll work our way backwards throughout the game.
I like that. You'd assume that like the kick returner for an NFL team would be able to get loose on that play. There was so much space. We blocked it really well, and they kind of just attacked it weird. Like I don't know. They should have been playing that aggressively. I don't know.
There was a return earlier in the game that almost broke loose, and it seemed like Richard Hightower saw something with the way that the Vikings kick coverage unit was playing, and it was really just like crash to the football and like sort of with no regard to a guy breaking it outside. And I guess we must have picked up on that earlier because it seemed like the strategy was to just sort of whatever side they kick it to, run the opposite way and have some guys pulling.
Right.
So he almost broke one loose and got tripped up, and I think it was Blackwell on that one.
Yeah.
And they did it again late in the game. And that time it paid off. Duvernay took it all the way out to their 40, something like that.
Yeah, and like honestly, like no shade to Duvernay. A lot of guys would have scored on that play too. Like he at some point was parallel with the last defender and had the kicker to beat. Like I'm not saying anybody, but like elite kick returners probably jog in the end zone untouched on that play.
I think there's like a couple guys. Like
Elite. There's only a couple elite guys.
Kevontae Turpin. There's honestly no really elite guys. I don't think there's been
because my memory bank. I'm thinking of like guys of past, not really guys right now. Because there's nobody that's worth a shit that kick returns anymore.
No,
there really isn't. No. And even if there was, they'd figure out a way to kick not to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to kick around guys now.
Yeah, with the way that it's set up, like formationally, like one guy takes the right side of the field, one guy takes the left, and whichever side of the guy you're not trying to kick to, you just send it the other way. I think you know what, it's a good play by Duvernay and the entire team.
All credit to him. Deserves his game ball. And we mentioned this. I think I mentioned this at least early in the season. I really liked like having a kick returner because Devin Duvernay has had maybe the most special teams return experience in the NFL of anybody right now. Like he's got to be up there. And I really like that move. And like maybe it won us a game. You know, I think that's cool. No shade to him.
I mean, it was last year we had a guy wearing number 12 back there returning kicks who was like literally one of the worst special teams, one of the worst return men I've ever seen. And he was literally drafted like because he was a good return man.
It's true.
Couldn't do like the simple thing, which was just catch the ball and run. So it's very refreshing to have a guy who like all he's done his entire career is catch the ball and run and like do it well.
Exactly.
Yeah, very, very happy with that. And again, it's like you can add it to the list of different ways that the Bears have managed to like win a game.
Exactly.
With this time, like we've had the
moving the ball on special teams.
I'll tell you what. Last week I was going through the different ways the Bears have won, and I was like, the special teams won us the game in Vegas, and you were like, the defensive special teams. And I was like, fuck off. Let me have my point. But you know what? You was right. You were right.
Offensive special teams.
It was the defensive special teams, and this time it was the offensive special teams. Both ways that not only got us down the field, but also kicked the field goal.
Yeah. Shout out to us. I mean, that's just like competent franchise shit. Like every unit gets some sort of attention. And as much as the special teams has let us down, not only this year, but even in this game, when, you know, they needed to make a play, they made the biggest play of the game. So shout out us.
Yeah. No, it's very refreshing.
And I guess I have kind of like a comment on that. I just like, as a Bears fan, things are going well right now. We have a tough schedule ahead. So, you know, maybe like spirits are higher right now than they'll be for a little bit or something, whatever. But like something about it, something inside me as a Bears fan is looking for something to like be mad at because there's like really so much good right now. And all I've come up with is like, why the fuck didn't we just get Ben Johnson last year? We have the same exact team. He's pretty much the only difference, and we're so much better. Like he wanted to come. Like looking back on it, we're so dumb.
I think 100% had you fired Matty Eberflus and brought in Ben Johnson last year, you would not only. So okay,
like,
here's my thing. Here's my thing. That's a good. It's a good hypothetical, but I'm trying to really like put myself back into where we were at the end of last year, which was we had finished a 7-10 season. But this was going into drafting Caleb Williams. You finished
I know what you're saying.
7-10 season. After the acquisition of Montez Sweat, like you had your defense playing like a top 10 unit. And it really seemed like you were only a couple pieces away from sort of like having an offense that could, alongside that defense, produce some winning football.
Invested heavily in Jalen Johnson. He got his contract, right? Like,
yeah. There were a lot of question marks about Eberflus, but I don't think like he was known to be as bad as he ended up being going into that year. So it wasn't immediately like, oh, we need to fire this guy. But there were
I think he was semi-popular.
There were
like amongst the locker room.
Yeah. I mean, everybody had a nickname. How could you not like a guy who gives you a nickname?
I mean, that's honestly a good point, though. That's like unironically a good point.
I think I was totally fine with firing Eberflus, but to be completely honest, I don't think we would have hired Ben Johnson. I don't.
Ooh,
I think we were still at the point where like we didn't realize how like
how
shitty of a
fucked we were.
franchise we
Yeah,
were.
that's true. That's a good
To even
point.
like go out there and be like, we have to hire the best guy. Like we would have hired like Dan
That's a very
Quinn
good point.
or like some shitty like we would have just hired
Well,
another Eberflus and then
we could have hired one guy that maybe would have been cool, but he would have been the best coach of that cycle, other than Johnson. We could have got Harbaugh, right?
Oh, that is true. We could have got Harbaugh.
Former Bear.
However,
however,
I would much rather have Ben Johnson than Jim Harbaugh.
Oh yeah,
head coach.
I mean, if you're getting them both when they're fucking Ben Johnson's age, then maybe there's a question there. But at this point, Harbaugh's got maybe 3 more or 4 more seasons of like he's a serious like you go to play for this guy coach. When Ben Johnson probably has 25 more years, you know?
Yeah. I also think that the direction of the NFL
exactly
favors Ben Johnson, not even from like where they're at in their career standpoint, but from a scheme, like a schematic thing. Like Ben Johnson is like the offensive guru. Didn't necessarily like have experience developing a quarterback, but has a system that is quarterback friendly, and the two sort of go hand in hand.
Right.
So
the only reason, and honestly, looking back on this, it's kind of insane that you had the opportunity to draft Caleb Williams, who's obviously one of the best prospects of all time, and then pair him with Jim Harbaugh, who has pretty much never had a quarterback like truly fail him. And like he's been the coach of and groomed like many very good NFL quarterbacks. Like he's kind of the quarterback whisperer or whatever. Like feeling like that pairing just seems so obvious, I guess, looking back on it. But I think I agree with what you're saying. 100% agree that Ben Johnson, even like contemporarily, is the better guy to have.
Yeah.
And even pairing with Caleb.
Yeah. I also don't know if Ben Johnson he left Detroit a year earlier, has the same sort of
juice, right? Like
has the same juice, has the same rapport with the guys he brought with and the guys he brought to Chicago. Like I don't know if Antoine Randall is willing to leave Detroit as early as he does. Obviously Dennis Allen doesn't leave New Orleans because he has not been fired yet.
Mm-hmm. The only caveat would be that at that point there's probably a lot of guys that are like, ooh, Caleb Williams. Ooh, rookie Caleb Williams with Ben Johnson, like that sounds pretty sick.
Yeah.
That would maybe swing it a little bit the other way versus this year, but I still agree with what you're saying more so. Just a little point.
Yeah. I also worry that the thing is I don't know the direction that we go in roster wise into last year if we pick up Ben Johnson. Because obviously he has a lot of focus on that running back room, on the O-line. I feel like
at 9.
That's the thing. So much becomes a hypothetical. So assuming you keep the same roster, which the O-line was clearly terrible.
Sure.
Things don't go as well under Ben Johnson.
For sure.
You don't have a year like this, year 1 with Caleb and year 1 with Ben Johnson.
Sure.
And then the juice is sort of being lost in your first year of having Ben Johnson as your head coach, and first year, losing the juice with Eberflus was cool because we knew he was gone right away and Ben Johnson was on the table. Yeah, but if you go into year 1 with Caleb and Ben Johnson and things aren't going great, then it's I think Chicago would be.
It would be bad.
It'd be scary hours.
But
I just don't know.
The argument against it is also if it was going good, we would just be like, fuck. We could have won 7 games last year. Yeah, and it would have been fine. But yeah, that was just a thought that I had. Some ghosts of Bears present or past or future. I don't know. Other just notes throughout the game. Second week in a row and kind of just overall this year, we've been seeing this. Kmet's a pro, man. He's a guy that I'm liking. Seems to make the most out of every rep he's given. He's got a little bit of drops problems, but honestly, at this point, can't blame him for that because everyone on our team has the drops. But also, I have a nickname for Kmet. Potential nickname loading. So give me an approval or denial on this, but I think we call him Honky Kong.
Honky Kong?
Yeah.
And sir, is this just like a off vibes thing? Or there's a reason for it.
He just plays like a gorilla, kind of like Donkey Kong,
But instead it's Honky Kong.
but he's white.
Ah,
Not that there's an implication there. Don't even start. That's horrible. But I'm just saying he's white and he plays like Donkey Kong.
I mean, if it sticks, you just
Give me Honky Kong.
Throw shit at the wall.
Show me Honky Kong. I want it. Give me Honky Kong.
Good answer.
I don't know if
you know what the family on the other side's doing when you say Honky Kong. They're throwing up X's. They're throwing up X's.
They say that fucking if I said water's wet, who cares? They'd say that if I said Joe needs scoop. Okay, another note just on the game, I guess. Kind of from a baseball point of view, lack of home runs, especially in the run game, feels like we're hitting a lot more doubles and a good amount of triples, like a lot more doubles than last year, a good amount of triples in general. But when you're a team that's at times kind of struggling to put the ball in the end zone, it'd be nice to just break one every once in a while. It feels like we don't do that in the run game.
I tell you what, there was a team in Chicago that was hitting a lot of home runs. They were hitting a lot of home runs. And then those home runs dried up. They stopped hitting them.
That's true.
And they came up against a team that was on one of the coldest bad streaks in MLB playoff history, and they lost.
That's true.
So I don't at all mind a ton of doubles, maybe some triples.
I don't mind it.
And above all else, getting on first base. So
you got to get on first base.
The home runs will come.
I hope. It's just an observation. Here's another thing. Caleb Williams last year, probably more of a problem creator. This year, he's more of a problem solver. So even when he's not like operating at his best, he's still like making the offense easier to run from a quarterback perspective.
Here's some ChatGPT ass game notes right here.
That is not chat. That is an accusation that I actually am pissed off at. Dude, he was. I just think that it's a way to put it, man. Here's another one. Drops are a privilege. Drops are a privilege problem for a football team. First world football problem.
I actually love that.
Yeah, fuck you.
That is ChatGPT. Some of ChatGPT's finest work. Drops are a privilege.
First of all, I'm a Grok guy, obviously, because I pay for Twitter Premium. I don't, but
did you see what Grok
also
was
doing
today?
I don't know.
You
Grok be wild sometimes.
Someone was asked Grok, best athlete of all time, LeBron James or Elon Musk? And he would just keep saying Elon Musk.
I mean, that's kind of funny, to be honest.
Yeah, they kept asking a bunch of like hypothetical questions, and the answer just kept being Elon Musk.
That's pretty funny.
And then Elon.
I see if Elon. That would maybe be the only time Elon's been funny. If he was just like, "Yeah, I made Grok like make me the fucking coolest guy of all time."
See, but
like,
he responded in like
an Elon way. Of course he did.
A very Elon, like kind of unfunny way.
He did.
I'll send you it, but I can't read it off.
Fair enough.
I know one person who loves this response. They eating this shit up. And they need scoop bad.
Let me see it.
I just texted it to you. Unfortunately for our listeners, you're just going to have to go to Elon Musk's Twitter and find it.
Nice. God damn it. All right.
Well, I don't know.
That just ruined my day. No, I'm just kidding. It's just not funny. But shout out to Elon, man. Thanks for making Twitter really cool. And much awesomer. What else do we got here? Drops are a privilege problem. They're first world football team problem, and very correctable. And they'll figure it out.
I'm gonna drop that one at work. If it gets brought up, I'm dropping that at work.
All right.
I won't be on stream this Sunday because I'm at the game, but I'm dropping that at work
in the future.
100%. That's such a bar. You got to tweet that, honestly.
I will. You know what? Thank you. You made up for accusing me of being ChatGPT, and you know what? I will accept that. That was kind of a ChatGPT thing to say. I just thought it was an anecdote. I probably should have skipped that one. But here's a good one. Plus 16 on the year in turnover differential. Next team is plus 8. we can talk about turnovers being lucky and coming in bunches and not being sustainable. When you're looking at differential, that's like the elite teams are going to always have a good turnover differential.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter, you know? And being double best the next team is fucking unreal at this point in the season, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's unbelievable. Shout out Bears.
I really want to try to find what our actual turnovers are, because obviously Caleb
pick in the Lions game.
Caleb has 4 picks.
4 picks.
He threw a bad pick in the Ravens game. He threw pick in the Raiders game to Max Crosby.
Yep, that was sick.
But I'm trying to think of who's fumbled.
Who's fumbled? Not Manon guy. Swift fumbled once, I believe, in the Raiders game. Didn't he?
Maybe. I really don't know.
I feel like we've had a special teams one, like a punt return. We dropped the punt, or was that just Michigan every week?
I don't think so.
Shout out Samaj Morgan. I hope you can figure it out. But yeah, that's a good question, because we really haven't had many. That's the point.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Usually, Bears turnovers are
like
easy to name, plentiful.
Yeah. We're playing super clean football offensively, and then it's just like, it's obviously a little bit of like we've had a favorable schedule. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I think we're playing teams that aren't necessarily, they don't play the cleanest football, and the times we have played teams that like don't turn the ball over, we've struggled. Obviously,
we haven't even had to play like a good team like the Patriots.
Yeah, but the Patriots haven't had to play a good team all season.
Well, no, but Drake May is so good.
No, I mean Drake May is really good, but
we'll see.
Yeah, no, it's just like dudes are flying to the ball. Jalen Johnson practiced in full today, so he might be back this week.
Crazy.
And
that's crazy to hear. Love it.
We execute well on offense. Don't really put the ball in harm's way. It's pretty nice.
All right. What's the Bears plus minus this year? Do you know that off the dome?
Like their turnover differential?
No, their turnover differential is plus 16. What's their like total points versus total points given up?
Oh, our point differential is negative. It's like -6 or something.
-6.
Yeah.
Unreal. 6th in the NFL by record, 18th in plus minus.
So good. I hate that point differential is being. Obviously, we've had a lot of close wins.
It's just cool to look at, but like, yeah, we've had 2 1-point wins.
It's not good. I saw. So first off, let me talk about the point differential thing. We had a game where we lost by 30 points. Like we lost 52 to 21.
Yep.
Obviously that's bad. We're a very different team than that week.
The NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah. Yeah. So that like inflates the hell out of the point differential. The Ravens game, we could have scored a late touchdown, but didn't, which also hurts the point differential. Like if we score, if Caleb hits DJ Moore in the back of the end zone for that touchdown, we have a positive point differential on the year. So I don't like that people always refer to that as that being like the Bears suck, because I don't think it's.
There's a better point differential to look at. It's win-loss.
Yes,
that's what someone say.
But do you know about DVOA?
Give me a second. Yeah, OA is obviously over average.
Right. I don't even know what it stands for. I just know what it's used for. It's basically
like EPA or but for defense.
Yeah. It's something. It's like not a defensive stat. But it is like EPA, but it's like a team metric. It basically like weights how well you play and against what opponents.
Something.
And the Bears are like by DVOA one of the worst 7-3 teams in the last 30 or so years. However,
is DVOA like Super Bowl predictive or playoff predictive?
It had, so the chart I saw like had the playoff success of all these teams. Like the Patriots are one of the worst 9-2 DVO like teams by DVOA. The Chiefs are one of the best 5-5 teams. But to be honest, like at the end of the day, you're how far you go is sort of how people will define your success. And a lot of those 7-3 teams that were low in DVOA still ended up like making the playoffs or winning a playoff game or two. So
For
I
sure.
don't love using it. I also think that like just because the DVOA is not good, I think it's also just like the fact that we haven't had the chance to even play like good teams.
A good team while we're
yet.
humming. Yeah, we got the Lions. We got
So I think by the end of the season it'll be like well adjusted and we won't be like sitting in that bottom tier.
Sure. I mean, it's also like with a team like the Bears, they are getting better every week to an extent. Like they also probably have some sort of like recipe for a bigger game. It seems like.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Time will tell. But I mean, it's something to note, I guess, for sure. I think I had one more thing to say. So yeah, I just wanted to mention this because we probably aren't so high on this guy, but that Nahshon Wright pick was sick, first of all. So shout out Nahshon Wright.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Shout out to his coach, Coach Beam. If you've ever
Rest in
watched Last
peace.
Chance U, Beam was the fucking man. Absolute dog. Sick ass mustache. But like and you know, Nahshon Wright, he's cool. He's not the guy I wanted to mention. He probably is not a long-term Bears player. But the first guy to celebrate with him, and it's seemingly kind of the first guy to celebrate with a lot of dudes, seems to kind of be a little bit of the heartbeat of the defense at times. Kwani B, Jaquan Brisker. He's growing on me a little bit more. And I've always liked his physicality, and you know, the thing about him has been like availability, but I feel like he's becoming like a bear in my eyes, I guess.
I'm surprised that you mentioned him, to be honest, because I feel like out of all the years he's been on the Bears, at least from a production standpoint, it's been a very a pretty slow season from him. But then again, I mean, the rest of the guys are doing really well, so it's hard to like.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to get a good.
Sometimes your impact just doesn't show up on the stat sheet. I like Jaquan. I think he's good. I think he's. I mean, it's hard to like rank how good the guys are on our defense because a lot of them suck. So like, I feel like if wherever I put him will be a little inflated.
He'll be like the fourth or fifth guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Depending on like how you feel about like Montez is better than him, but like is he a better like contract, stuff like that? I don't know. But yeah. All right. And now I feel like I could ask you one more Bears question, or we could talk about something very passionate.
Well, let's ask the Bears question first, and then we can get into that.
All right. So we're fourth in yards per game, eighth in points per game. What do you think is the biggest contributing factor to that? Is it the drops, the game plan, or the play calling? Is it Caleb? Is it our running back play? Is it our O-line? And then I kind of put kicking on here, but it can't really be kicking because the main problem is touchdowns. So
wait, so we're fourth in yards, but eighth in points?
Yeah, per game. Yeah.
So
it's not a crazy variance, but what are the other teams around us doing it better than us at execution wise that leads to them, you know?
I go to the red zone efficiency, I think is not great. I don't know where we rank.
Yeah, it's not great. Definitely not.
That metric.
In terms of scoring touchdowns, it's not great. But in terms of scoring, it's pretty good, I bet. What do you attribute to that though? Like, why do you think we shut down in the red zone?
Well, to start the season, it was a lot of penalties. Yeah, we're 20th in red zone touchdown percentage. And I think it's like a lot of I think it's a little bit of like the field shrinking and Caleb maybe not being at the point in his career or comfortable like
trajectory,
comfort with the Ben Johnson offense that he can like execute super well.
Yeah. I'd probably go Caleb too. I think big shout out to the running back play though. I feel like Manon guy is a little bit better at it, but Swift just like his MO isn't like being a one cut guy, but he's like kind of best at being a one cut guy. And so like, I don't know, he cuts it back so much. He doesn't seem to run in the designed like holes very often versus Manon guy. And it just seems like in the red zone, which like you can only pick up 16, 20 yards at most. Like, let's try to get 4 or 5 here, please. You know, we don't need to be cutting back and like making life hard on ourselves. But yeah, I don't know. I agree though. I don't know if you were gonna say that it was probably Caleb the most out of them, but I think like at this point it's probably Caleb's the kind of limiting factor, the governor.
I think so. I'd say it's probably Caleb. I haven't watched enough like any sort of all 22.
Yeah.
Like looking at specifically our red zone stuff to pinpoint anything, but that's just what comes to mind, like logically.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So,
all right.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say for yourself?
So we've just about covered the Bears game at this point.
I think so. We could circle back.
We didn't go into great detail. There was still like a continuation of drops. I thought Caleb, considering the pressure he was under and the amount of times he was blitzed, played well, played clean football. Again,
They actually got to him, to be fair.
Yeah. But again, minimize negative plays as much as possible, and did enough to come out with a win. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
I think Flores probably outcoached Ben Johnson a little bit. Just side note, a little bit. And usually Ben Johnson gets the better of Flores, but he blitzed him so much, and it was like it kind of worked. They had some checks that seemed to like they would check to a corner blitz all the time, and it worked like every time. Anytime we came in condensed.
Yeah, but so Caleb, I thought played well. The guy on the other side of the football, guy by the name, the self-proclaimed 9, played one of the worst games of football I've ever seen for 57 minutes, and then he put together one drive that was like not that impressive, but like he did what he needed to be done. And you can debate me on this all you want. You're not gonna convince me that he's a good football player. I'd argue he's like one of, if not the worst quarterback in football right now. Starting quarterback in football.
Sure. All right.
He sucks. He's not good at all.
Let me know when you're done.
You say whatever you want. Anybody who watched JJ McCarthy play football the last 3 weeks,
I will say this:
he sucks.
I'll say this: I'm not rushing to buy a bunch of JJ McCarthy stock right now. Sorry, got ahead of myself.
That was a Freudian slip, bro. Even you know he's fucking shit.
He's cock. He was cock for a while, but I'm not rushing to sell or buy. What am I saying? I'm not rushing to buy JJ McCarthy stock, but I'm not going to sell any. Okay.
I'm selling all of it while I can. I wish I would have sold.
Nope.
I wish I sold 9 weeks ago when he beat the Bears.
Listen. Okay. Well, first of all, shout out to him for beating the Bears. So he did look like one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen at some points of that game, but. Did they drop the football?
No. Did they drop the football? Don't use some. Some is bullshit. How many points? In most points of that game, he looked terrible. And basically every
most points.
Damn near every third down, he absolutely sailed the ball 5 yards over his receiver's head. And he had
like 5 really bad throws. But he also had like 3 or 4 really good throws that got dropped.
He had one really good throw to Jordan Addison where
that might have been a touchdown.
Where he gets rattled in a completely clean pocket and throws off platform for no reason, but it's on target. And Jordan Addison,
first of all, bad analysis. That's hater analysis.
It's not. Watch the rep.
No, I've seen it.
Clean. He steps up, like he gets like shaky and then runs up through the pocket and throws like running forwards when he could have just threw it flat-footed. Obviously, Jordan Addison throws it, and at the end of the day, it's an accurate ball.
Well, he probably wasn't watching the all-22 when he was doing that play. He was probably under center, and he's probably being.
If you feel a pocket collapsing around you that just is not collapsing at all. So this happened with Caleb last year, right? Where he would just like bail on pockets that weren't necessarily like that clean, but he did it because he was the most sacked quarterback in football by a fucking mile last year. So it was like, okay, it made sense. JJ McCarthy is not there. His O-line play has been good.
It's been mid. That's first of all, it's crazy. Their O-line is not good.
Been fine. It's been fine.
Okay.
It's been fine. And it's never been ingrained in his mind that he needs to bail out of pockets, but he's doing it anyways.
Also, he's a young fucking quarterback. Yeah, that's what they all do.
Caleb's
I hate watching McCarthy. And
he fucking sucks. He sucks. He's so bad.
I'm gonna get to it, but I think
Caleb
you're
in
gonna have a hard
college
time.
also
with my next question.
had it ingrained into him that he had to bail out of pockets because his O-line at USC sucked for his senior year. His junior year was good.
Yeah,
For senior year.
JJ had a fucking awesome O-line and
had
never
like
bailed.
the best O-line ever at
He
Michigan.
had a very good O-line. Joe
So now
Moore
he has a
winning.
fine O-line in Minnesota, and all of a sudden everything's going to shit because he can't play
That's what
unless
you'd
he's got the best
expect.
O-line in the NFL.
This is your point right now is he used to have a really good O-line. Now he has not as good of an O-line, and in his head he has a worse O-line. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
In his head, he has no O-line. In his head, he's
No, that's
running.
not true. How many times did he get sacked? How many times did he get sacked?
I don't know. Probably not that many because the Bears don't generate pressure well.
Okay, well he got sacked a couple times, but he got sacked actually 0 times, I want to think.
So he didn't get sacked. So he had no reason to be bailing out of pockets.
Well, okay, but it's also like, would he have gotten sacked if he didn't bail out of pockets? It's like I don't think that's like a huge deal. I think that you watch him with like you want him to be like a scared like young kid or whatever, and you're like,
no, I want him to just stand in the pocket, stand in a clean pocket, and throw the ball with your feet set.
He didn't do that like every rep, but no, first of all, he's not like the strongest thrower from a base. He's a better thrower.
Hold on. Now you're going to argue that he's not the strongest thrower from the base. Do I need to pull up the combine clip of him and Joe Milton throwing the football?
How did he throw it? Look at his mechanics when he throws it.
I'm pretty sure he's just throwing it flat-footed.
He throws his whole hip and whole leg into it. He throws it like a short.
Is he not throwing? Is he not throwing from?
He doesn't like. I don't think he crow hops into it, but he like it's like hitch, and then he like throws it like a pitcher off a mound, which is how he throws because he's super athletic and people don't give him credit for that. And he throws it like an athlete, but he's not that strong, and he will get stronger and he will get better. He'll bulk up and he'll get better. He's already gaining weight, but whatever. Dude, the thing about JJ McCarthy is what is his MO? Tell me what his MO is, because you know what it is, and it's a strong MO.
His MO is have a really good team around him and don't let him throw the ball more than 20 times in a game.
Okay, but
that's MO.
And then
his
what?
MO is like take your shoes off and sit under the field goal post with headphones on before the game. Like try to mog the fans. Let your dad grope your girlfriend in the stands while you play, and then go win a fucking national championship. That's it. That's his MO.
I feel like the last one was pretty important. But I mean, you're saying like they're like teams are winning in spite of him, but like they're winning. I mean, not every quarterback wins, right?
They're not winning. The Vikings have a losing record right now.
Yeah, but the teams are okay. Well, first of all, he hasn't played in most of their losses.
He's played in half their games. I think Carson Wentz.
He's like 2 and. I think he's 2 and 3. I think he's 2 and 3 right now.
So is that above or below 500?
It's not that bad. You know what I mean?
That's just the answer.
Who's he played too? Who's he played? Who's he played?
Dodging questions.
Who's he played? Who's he played?
Who's
he played?
He's 500 against the Bears. He beat
the Lions.
Vikings, which that was a Brian Flores win. I'll give it to them. Give it to Brian Flores.
Okay, he beat the Lions.
Wow.
So Bears, Lions, and then he played the Falcons earlier in the season when they were.
And he got beat. He got his ass handed to him
in his second ever start. And then he played another team. I'm forgetting.
He lost to the Ravens.
No, he won didn't he win in London? I'm pretty sure he won in London.
That was Carson Wentz against the Steelers.
They lost that game.
Well, it was Carson Wentz. JJ didn't play in London.
I thought he played like an early game, but okay. He hasn't looked like as bad as everyone wants to think that he's looked. He didn't look good in the Bears game.
He's turned the ball. He has not gone a game without throwing an interception. He's played in 5 games and he's thrown like 8 picks.
That's not true.
I said it is true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just lying. Sure.
That's not a lie, bro.
He has 8 picks. He's played in 5 games. He has 6 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Okay.
I'm looking at his stats.
So you're right. No, you're right.
On
six touchdowns,
52% completion.
It's also these first 6 games.
Fields might have better numbers, dude.
No, he doesn't. I guarantee you he doesn't.
All right.
And also, Justin Fields is in year 5.
Game stats.
Justin Fields is in year 5.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm pulling out.
JJ's in his first year playing.
No, you're about to get stat headed so hard, bro.
You're gonna either cherry pick or not tell me Justin's real stats because they're so bad
I'm
this year.
finding Justin Fields' stats right now.
Dude, he has less than 200 yards per game for sure, which maybe JJ has too, but JJ is not a fucking fourth-year quarterback with like actual 50 games played in the NFL. And he's on a rookie contract.
But JJ still sucks. How do I don't even know how to use this stupid stat head thing. All right. We'll still go to Justin Fields stats.
Look at Justin Fields stats because I know that JJ's are better.
Fields stats in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, 1,259 yards. This is actually these are hilarious. This is insane. Justin Fields 1, 2, 3 has 4 games with 55 or less passing yards.
Yep. What'd I tell you?
So JJ McCarthy is averaging 168 yards per game.
Okay.
Justin Fields has played 9 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
That's probably similar to what Caleb averaged in his first 6 games.
Fields is averaging 139 yards per game.
Point JJ.
And nice. Fields has 1 interception in those games.
Okay. Well, how many touchdowns does he have?
So you just said
how many touchdowns does he have?
7 touchdowns, which is
total.
one more than JJ McCarthy.
Is that passing touchdowns?
Justin Fields.
Is that passing touchdowns?
I'm not even counting rushing touchdowns.
I feel like I have a hard time believing that he has 7 passing touchdowns, but I'll believe it. Yes. Okay. How many fumbles does he have?
I don't know.
He probably has more than 1.
It wasn't on there.
How many sacks has he taken? Probably.
I don't know. It wasn't on there. Well, he's played.
How many games has he won? How many games has he won?
Not that many less than JJ actually.
But still,
I think he actually won 1 less game than JJ, and he did it with the New York Jets. How many games the New York Jets winning with JJ McCarthy at quarterback? They're winning none.
He wouldn't play. They wouldn't put JJ on that team.
He would get benched.
It wouldn't work. Probably, but that like getting benched as a Jets quarterback is like a rite of passage these days. Anyway, here's the bigger point. If you're a Vikings fan or if you're a JJ hater or whatever, the real like you can miss on a top 10 pick. That happens all the fucking time, especially with quarterbacks. It's not that big of a deal. He wouldn't be even close to the worst one ever, whatever. What you can't do is let a franchise quarterback walk and then replace him with a guy that you're going to cut, right? So if you're talking about Daniel Jones or fucking Sam Darnold versus JJ, I think that's a fair question. And you're going to be like, oh, whatever. If the fucking fate of the universe is on the line, Martian's got the laser beam pointed at Earth. Give me JJ McCarthy. Give me JJ McCarthy. Give me JJ McCarthy.
Over Darnold and over Darnold.
And you know that's true.
Over who? Over who?
Over Darnold and Josh or fucking Daniel Jones. Absolutely.
You're lying.
For the last drive of a game, for the biggest play of the game, give me JJ McCarthy. Josh, dude, in the playoffs, they will never win a game. They will probably never win a game. They will probably. I'm just saying that.
Oh my God.
It's a great take. In a playoff game, give me JJ McCarthy before you give me Sam Darnold or give me Daniel Jones.
I got to mute myself for this.
Nope, I disagree. I have actually never had open heart surgery, and I have only had one heart. I've never been rehearted, okay? So fucking stop with your blasphemy.
Oh my God. That's outrageous.
That's not outrageous. That's what happened in Sam Darnold's last playoff game.
JJ McCarthy might never play in a fucking playoff game. You're acting like JJ is just like all clutch, like super incredible dude.
Dude, he's only been clutch against the Bears. Like that's all he's been against the Bears.
So he's played 2 games against pretty shitty defense. With
week one was not that shitty, but
with
sure.
One of the best receiving cores in the NFL. A wide receiver
Point
who's had the
TJ.
best start to an NFL career than anyone in NFL history.
Yep.
And he's looked good.
And a very good offensive coach.
And he's looked good in 2 games. That's your argument for taking JJ over 2 guys.
No,
who
my
are playing
argument
the
is
best football of their career.
argument is that JJ McCarthy has looked like a very bad quarterback many times in my experience of watching him. And in the biggest moments when you expect him to like suck, he is not only the best version of himself, he's like it's a version that's like you haven't seen before. And it's like, oh my God, this guy really does have something in his brain wrong that like when the stakes are the highest, he brings it. And you really can't deny it. Like literally in every single instance he's ever been in for that scenario, he brings it. Like it's fucking, you have to like give him credit for that. You have to.
When else against TCU? No.
Okay. Against TCU, he threw 2 pick sixes and then he did what? He led 8 out of 9 scoring. I mean, they scored 51 points and he scored fucking 45. Like, that's pretty damn good.
He lost the game.
There's a lot of lore with that. No, sure, I lost the game, but he also beat Ohio State before that. So it's like already a win in itself. But no, literally, like he pretty much always, he always brings it in the biggest moments. Like you can talk TCU, I guess, is like it's a blemish for sure. He threw 2 pick sixes in the first quarter. But then he played like damn near flawless football for the rest of the game.
I think when you've played 5 games and in 2 of them you've been losing to the Chicago Bears and you just so happen to like have one of the best coaches in the NFL who makes you look good for 4 drives out of the 100 or so that you've played this year.
He's not 100 drives. He's played 5 games. You think he's getting 20 drives a game?
I don't know. Probably because they probably go 3 and out a ton. He's bad. He's really bad. And
I just want you to
just because he's looked good in 4 drives. I'll give him 4 drives that he's looked good in against the Bears. That does not make him this super clutch. Like, give me this guy over Darnold and Jones.
Well, it's my take. It's my take. You don't have to defend it, but give me him over Donald Jones anytime. Also, the throw that he made on his last touchdown was probably the best throw of the game. It was probably the best throw of the game. Dude, that throw was a very good throw. He also had pressure in his face on that play and did not fucking move out of the pocket, threw it and got lit up. Like, okay. And then he throws his whole fucking hip into it, throws as hard as he can.
Good.
Yes,
you should throw your whole hip into it.
Yeah, if you're fucking Josh Allen and you can throw it, if you're Michael Vick, but if you're JJ McCarthy, you have to, and you'll get stronger and you'll get better. But like, you can't.
You know
like,
what?
People hate on mechanics so much.
You come out here and you tell me that I'm just blind hating on JJ
You
McCarthy.
are.
Meanwhile, you're bouncing on it, looking back at it. Doing
First of all,
it's nobody's fucking business. Dude.
First of all, I don't want to go there. I really don't want to go there. And I love Caleb. JJ is the Glizzy Gulper. Caleb could never throw that much Glizzy, bro. I'm gonna say I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
JJ is the throw goat.
JJ, dude, he's the throw goat.
No,
Caleb could not throw that much.
Fucking sound. That's literally what you fucking sound like right now.
I have that in my notes. I wanted to kind of get you to the point where you said that, but it's all good.
That's outrageous. The fact that you got me there, I'm like a little pissed about, but kudos.
Thank you.
But can you stop? Can you stop?
Yeah,
now?
JJ. Okay, JJ. He has not been great, but my biggest point is that I would actually take him over those 2 guys in a playoff game, not over the course of one season.
Hold on,
playoff game.
I just remembered something, which is actually hilarious. You remember who my
game?
No. But do you remember who my NFL comparison was for JJ McCarthy?
Daniel Jones.
It was Daniel Jones.
Okay, well, Daniel Jones
is playing pretty decent football,
playing fine,
but he's not that good.
Honestly, But dude, here's the thing: like, if you could combine JJ and Daniel Jones, if you could,
You would
if you could roster both of them,
they would get
if
no
you could
better.
roster both of them, if you could roster both of them and play JJ for the last drive of the game, that'd be a playoff team. That'd be a very dangerous team. Daniel Jones.
I'll give you that. You know what? I'll give you that.
Actually, I made a note like a long time ago that's how they should have done it with Carson Wentz. Just have Carson play the first 3 quarters and then put JJ in for the 4th. And they would have been pretty good. But dude, I mean, I don't think you can't. The one thing I come back to, you can't write it off as nothing burger, as some would say. That he puts his dick on the table. He's the throat goat. And when it matters most, he can fucking uncork some beautiful balls downfield. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's that exceptional of a passer in any capacity. He can throw the ball
drive
hard.
of the game. He looked really good.
He looked fine. He did what needed to be done. And
the last throw he made, most quarterbacks aren't not making that play.
You're significantly overrating how good of a throw that was.
You need to watch that throw again, dude. It's a very good throw. Also, like, it's in fucking quarters coverage. Nahshon Wright is literally playing that fucking. He's down. He comes down a little bit because Justin Jefferson. And he's like, fuck, he's gonna throw it to Justin Jefferson. But that ball should never ever be able to get to that motherfucking receiver, Addison, in that corner. When fucking Nahshon Wright is literally playing a deep quarter of the field. He's playing a deep quarter and he let somebody catch it on his outside. Like, that's fucking insane.
You're talking about Nahshon Wright, our 4th string corner.
You know what? Okay, yeah, sure. But like, he's an NFL guy who's also a fucking second in the NFL in picks. So it's not that bad. You know?
What is this stupid ass video I just clicked on? I just watched an ad for this pointless video.
To watch JJ's throw?
Yeah.
It's a good throw, bro. Give him props. Give him props. Guy in his face, doesn't get all skittish, throws a dart, throws it like basically perfectly, just out of the right of Nahshon, who's a ball hawk a little bit. At least he has very good ball skills. Does Nahshon Wright have the best hands on the Bears? That's a question.
He might.
He might.
That's pretty funny. He might.
Yeah, Jacob Infante did not fucking show that comment on the live stream, which pissed me off because that was a good comment.
No, JJ sucks. He's getting to like Anthony Richardson level bad. That's my comparison.
Anthony Richardson.
I'll tell you what. You think Kevin O'Connell would trade for Anthony Richardson?
Yes, but JJ would still be the starter.
O'Connell rather have Anthony Richardson.
Kevin O'Connell, yes, Kevin O'Connell would trade for him, and then he would buy him the house next to him, and he would treat him like basically a toddler, probably, and he would make him a good quarterback, and then in like 4 years, he would replace JJ with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, another thing with JJ.
Let's hear it.
It's sort of like with Caleb, like he throws it hard as hell. You'd like to see some touch.
Mm-hmm.
That is JJ McCarthy. That like all JJ McCarthy does is throw it hard as fuck.
I think that's the fairest criticism you've made.
I didn't see a single throw where he put touch on it. Like
that's the fairest criticism you've made.
Puts touch on the ball sometimes and still overthrows it because he's just strong.
It goes to the defense.
But JJ just throws it a million miles an hour and throws it 5 yards over people's head on every single play.
I think it's just because the game is so fast for him right now, and he's in a probably pretty hard offense to run, at least from a mental standpoint, not maybe from a physical standpoint.
Yeah, but, I mean, he did get his education at the University of Michigan, so it's not great.
Smart. Yeah, I'm just going to let that one breathe because I don't even need to say nothing. Also, he didn't graduate. No, I'm just kidding. He probably did. Actually, I don't know. I wonder if he did. If he did, it's in...
That kid hasn't been doing fucking school since he was in 8th grade, dude. He went to Nazareth, which I can't imagine you're getting that much of an education at Nazareth because you're just going there to play sports. And he didn't even go there the whole time. Then he went to IMG, which you don't get an education at IMG. You just go there to play sports. And then he went to Michigan, which is a good school, but he didn't go there for school.
Thank you.
It didn't.
Thank you. It's a good school. I like that school. And I didn't go there, but Shout out to Michigan. I think JJ's going to be good. Time will tell. I can't really like point to too much right now, but if you look at the last drives of games, man, he does come through, and that's not a common trait. Let's not act like that's a common trait.
I think he sucks. I'm losing hope with him.
That's fair. That's fair. But you're going to be looking
But
at
I was
stats.
never high on him anyways. I was looking at his college stats and Mitch Trubisky's college stats just from
stats
a
don't mean
just from a reps standpoint, from a drop back reps standpoint, because Mitch was praised
at
like
well, he was
only started 13 games, didn't really have any NFL experience or any like experience as an actual quarterback, and he didn't have that many less reps than JJ, which I thought was funny. But it wasn't like.
Do you have any less national championships than JJ McCarthy? I mean, it has to be said, but like,
it means it means absolutely nothing. He threw for the least passes of any quarterback to ever play in a national championship game.
Okay, that's not true.
It is.
No, it's not.
In the national championship game since it started.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, do you really like, dude? College football is from 1870, and they didn't pass for the first 40 years. And then even when they did, it took them like 60 more years to really start doing it. But that's a story for another time. Do you know what they originally marked the fields with? Like instead of chalk, it was lime. Can you imagine getting tackled in fucking lime? That would suck so bad. You have like an open wound. That would suck.
Wait.
And it was also like they were marked more. The field was like a gridiron.
Well, JJ McCarthy sucks. That's the moral of what we got out of this.
So far.
Give
me JJ McCarthy. Give me JJ McCarthy when the lasers are pointed at fucking Earth. Martians have lasers.
I do want to try to. I gotta eat pretty soon, so I do want to try to. We'll wrap it up in a somewhat brisk fashion. We have the Steelers this week, and we went somewhat viral a couple months ago for talking about would we rather beat the Steelers once, lose the Packers, or beat the Packers twice and lose the Steelers. Yeah. At this point, I would rather beat the Packers twice because it means more.
Sure.
Actually,
going back on your take.
Record stays the same. Record is untouched. Okay, then I'd rather beat the Steelers. Because I think it.
What if Rodgers plays or doesn't play?
If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, then I'd rather beat the Packers twice.
Yeah, okay. He's going to play, by the way, and he's going to play well. I dropped him on fantasy. Because I
don't know if I dropped him. I have him in my.
I dropped him just because I'm like I can't look at my phone on fucking Sunday night and look at Rodgers having like 32 points after a Bears loss and be like, oh, let's go, that's good. Like that would just make me so mad.
Also, Trevion Henderson, not that bad of a fantasy pick now.
My team turn around. I was gonna say
I started off 0-10 in one of my leagues.
Yeah,
but we're turning it around.
Well, you're fucked, but. Does everyone make the playoffs?
I am eliminated from playoff contention.
Yeah, okay.
I was eliminated a couple weeks ago.
But in terms of getting out of last place,
I'm about to win the fucking losers bracket. I'm about to take the toilet bowl by storm.
No, but here's the thing: it's not losers bracket. It's whoever has the worst record at the end of the year. That should be how you determine it, in my opinion.
I disagree. If I win the losers bracket,
you're just saying that as someone. See, exactly.
It's all right.
Just like your JJ McCarthy.
We don't do a punishment in that league, anyways.
We should.
And I did win it back-to-back years. So,
wow,
that's
pretty dope.
Yeah, Bears Steelers this weekend. I think we're gonna win comfortably. I think when you look at on paper the way that we match up with them, I don't see a single unit that they have that could cause problems for us enough.
I do.
Where that they can take control of the game or like do enough to win. Like maybe their D line against our O line, but Caleb has been the best at evading sacks. The O line has been pretty good. Like unless Theo Benedict just gets like absolutely killed.
61 on the Vikings too. Shout out that guy. That guy was crazy.
Yeah, he had a good
fucked up Darnell a couple times.
But yeah, their wide receiver core, I am not at all worried about. And if Jalen Johnson comes back, there's no way DK does anything. And I'm not worried about DK doing anything against Nashawn Wright or Tyreek Stevenson. Their tight end, dude, DK sucks. DK Metcalf is like not a wide receiver.
What?
He's not a wide
He's
receiver.
not. He's not a wide receiver.
He's big. He's
but
not like he's not great
big
at
and
the
he's
catch point.
fast as
Not a great. He's not a great route runner. He's just big and fast. And like
he's a horrible route runner, and he's not.
You know how many guys in the NFL are big and fast? Like almost all.
Not like
almost
DK,
all of them.
No, but no one's like DK is the biggest and the fastest.
I'm not worried about DK Metcalf. I haven't been worried
about
Washington. For Washington, I'm a little bit worried about.
Boy.
That's the only guy. But even he's not that great. And like an underrated aspect of this is Dennis Allen going back up against Arthur Smith, who were two guys in that NFC South, and Dennis Allen got the better of Arthur Smith pretty frequently.
Okay. Here's the thing though. Like why did we go semi-viral at that point?
Because
what was the question? The question wasn't would you rather beat the Steelers?
It was the question. You're worried about Aaron Rodgers?
Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers. Are you kidding me?
I'm not worried about bro. He's 41. He's immobile.
And
like we can't really get home with our D line, but we can get home with defensive backs. And Aaron Rodgers is not evading he's not evading Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. CJ Gardner-Johnson.
His name's Chauncey. I like calling him Chauncey.
Is it Chauncey? Because and he just goes by CJ.
Yeah, but people. It's like interchangeable. If you call him Chauncey, that's like more of a ball number thing. Like,
no, because Chauncey. Oh yeah, that is him.
Yeah,
he just goes by CJ now. I swear he used to go by Chauncey.
He did.
Okay. Because I've been calling him Chauncey, and I'm like, I'm calling it the wrong thing.
Well, you're vindicated, and I love him, even though I hated him.
I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers. I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers or any of that weapons. Arthur Smith has literally neutered Aaron Rodgers into becoming a checkdown merchant and just throwing tight end screens. It's not a dangerous offense. They don't have a run game. Their pass protection is not that good. None of their weapons are threatening. We'll be fine. Maybe they don't turn the ball over, and that becomes an issue. But I still have I'm not at all.
I'm going to nearly guarantee that they're going to score 30 points.
Okay.
Dude,
shall we just go?
You're telling me Rodgers has no weapons.
That team sucks. They are not good.
Rodgers has no weapons. Is that even a real sentence? Bro,
correct.
You're acting like you haven't seen fucking who is the fucking Rodgers fat wide receiver guy that caught the Hail Mary? Richard Rodgers, and fucking every dumbass bad receiver look really good with Aaron Rodgers against the Bears.
Okay, but that's different. That is,
dude, it's not different.
Yes, it is.
He's Aaron Rodgers, bro.
That's Rodgers. That's Rodgers like 6-7 years ago. And that's with guys that is with the Packers, with a competent offensive coordinator, with an O-line.
No, it's so different. Many years did not have an O-line, and he is Aaron fucking right. He's Perk Rodgers, bro. Like, I'm sorry, and I don't like playing against Aaron Rodgers, and he's a fucktard and a pussy, and there's allegations about him being in the Epstein list, and they're very good allegations, and it's from a very trusted source. So take that with a grain of salt, but take it also with a heap of salt. He's in the list probably. He's like literally only ever beat the shit out of the Bears. And he will be going into this game and he will be thinking, oh, it's the Bears. I'm going to beat the shit out of them. And if we don't succumb to that, and if we fucking beat them up, good for us. That would be amazing. That would be jubilant. That would be fucking cloud nine. But if Rodgers starts rolling, which I think he will, like it's just inevitable. It's just one of those things. Death, taxes, Joe needs scoop. Rodgers beats the Bears.
Not these Bears. Not these Bears.
I hope not, brother. But I'm not saying we're not going to win. I think we're going to win. But I think we're going to win because we're going to exploit their defense, which is like it's a okay defense. But I think we're going to have to score a lot of points, and I think we will.
It's been a bad defense. All right, let's do score predictions. I think dinner's done, and
they've been good at times.
Good at times. I think their best game was last game, but
Chargers.
they've been like the worst Steelers defense in franchise history at one point. They were 30th ranked, and they were it's like the worst they've ever been.
Score prediction?
Yeah, you go first since you got the Steelers scoring 30 points over there.
Yeah, 31 Steelers. And then the Bears will have lucky 31-31 tie. That's what I'm calling.
31-31 tie. That's your genuine score prediction.
That's my score prediction.
I'll go.
Bears have the ball in the red zone in overtime.
And we don't score. Okay. I'll go it's gonna be nice out.
Be fucking nice out.
I'll go 34. 34. 18. It's my weird.
All right.
They get down, so it's 34-10 for most of the game. They score a late touchdown, go for 2 because you have to go for 2-3 times, and they score. 34-18. That's my score prediction.
We'll see. We shall see. I hope so. I fucking hope so, man. I hope so.
All right. That's all we got for today. You got a desk item?
Of course we have a desk item.
Nice.
We had a football book last week. We have a football book this week.
So we've had, just to clarify, we've had a football phone, a football book, and this is
also a football book.
Nice.
Yeah.
But this is a literal football book.
Yeah, football book about football. Fuck yeah. Got some bookmarks, of course. Let's see what we got in here.
Have we had a football yet?
No, but that should be coming. How about who is that? So this book is from, let's see, I think like 2006, maybe something like no, doesn't. Let's call it 2011. Who's going to be the Bears picture for their team?
What year?
2011 or 12, somewhere around there. I'll show you their legs.
It's either you show me the legs.
This is their legs, yeah.
Those are skinny legs. That's Brandon Marshall. Devin Hester. Fuck, that's what I was thinking.
Dreaded Hester too. Pretty sick.
Damn it.
All right, here else. What else we got? Shout out to this guy. Who's that? Pretty epic.
Oh, nice. But Dickus.
Where'd he go to school?
Illinois.
Shout out this guy.
Is that Red Range? Is that my boy?
No, it's Bronco Nagurski.
But
hold up.
Red Range.
Yeah, that's your boy. Harold, as many know him. I mean, yeah, cool book. Got some pages. Oh, sorry. Is this like it's a little bit stuck or something?
All right.
Page
the
roll.
Honey Bears. Oh no, this is not just a Bears book.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Cool. If you made it this far into the episode, Schmitty, text us in our group chat what day you're going to be back in town, because I actually don't know what day you're going to be back yet. But you know what? You might not even get to this point, because if you got to this point in the last episode, you would have commented your Johnny's Beef order. Mom, what's up? I don't know who the other 3 people are who watch our videos. We had 5 views in the other ones, and I'm assuming one of them is you. You probably just like click on it. So we've got 2.
We've had like videos get like 40 views.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you've got either of our number and you've made it this far into the video, shoot us a text. Let us know you're watching. And if you don't have Graham's number, it is gonna be